Hey everybody, another quick one. Why am I on Kaiser Way? Because this whole area here is connected to Henry J. Kaiser, or was it? Was Henry J. Kaiser a thing, or is he just another lore, another buffer, made up for a power family that never lets their real names known? Henry J. Kaiser, HJK, another cipher, another cryptogram. Who is the real Keyser Soze? A Kaiser is an emperor, EMP or error. Do you understand yet? Kaiser. This is California Steel. Now, California Steel is what became the new company from Kaiser Steel. So everything you see off yonder, this is Cherry Avenue right here, okay? And Cherry Avenue goes all the way down to 10, all right? Now, over here is an entrance, one of the entrances into California Steel. Up there is the NASCAR track. What I'm telling you is this facility's very, very important to the occult. Very important to Hollywood occult societies, okay? Back over here has so many films, you could not possibly imagine how many movies were filmed back there. Running Man, Kaiser Steel. Hell Comes to Frogtown, starring Rod Roddy Piper, star of They Live, Kaiser Steel. Mortal Kombat, Kaiser Steel. Independence Day, Kaiser Steel. A lot of movies in Kaiser Steel. RoboCop, a movie about a half human, half robot, where they take a killed cop who's made brain dead in the line of duty and turn him into a mechanized robot human. Like, these are the types of films, guys. Not just anything is filmed at Kaiser Steel. They almost always have a theme about a future that's dystopian in nature. And hell, guys, Terminator 2 is about Skynet. Remember, I've been telling you about Starlink. Back there. Right here is near where there's a kill line. It's effectively an energy line, a tunnel system that goes underground where they bind sacrifices over and over again ritualistically to certain numbers. Double 13. So this double 13, 1313 Mafia. Remember, the real Keyser Soze, the real Mafia Dons, are all about the double 13s and the triple 13s. Because the family they marry into is triple 13s. That's the 39 Merrill Mafia. Do you understand? The double 13 Mafia has dominance over all this out here. Right down there. That's where certain people connected to my secret Hollywood family made a lot of low budget and B films. These are science fiction, horror films. New Line Cinemas is one of the mafia, the Nazi mafia connected studios. They make a lot of quality films, guys, and not everybody there is bad, but New Line means Newell, California. That's where the Nazis came into Tule Lake, in Newell, California. So the Newell Line. Notice the symbol's like a triangle. That triangle matches the one connected to Fontana Avenue just to the east of here near Cherry Avenue. Fontana Avenue runs 44.66 degrees. There's your 1313s. 44 is 1313, it is. 1 plus 3 is 4. When you double that together, you've got the 44. Now you've got the mafia connection. What was filmed down here? Well, movies like The Running Man by Stephen King, the book by Stephen King, the film adaptation with Arnold Schwarzenegger, all those scenes in the steel factory are filmed down there. Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge was filmed down there. You'll love this, guys. Not only was it filmed in this facility, but the scene was actually 44.66 degrees, okay? It was actually 44 minutes into the film. So if you go into the film, Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, 44 minutes in is the scene filmed right over there, near the 44-degree kill line that Kaiser Soze, Kaiser Steel, 44, who is the real mafia. The double 13s are the 44s. Do you understand yet? 1, 3 equals 4. Over there was a movie called Hell Comes to Frogtown that was filmed pretty much all underneath here and all around here, guys, literally. So this movie is about, set in the future. It stars Rod Roddy Piper, and he's basically, he's held captive by a group of people that need him to breed for the future. It's a strange plot line, isn't it? They effectively, it's this Rod Roddy Piper from They Live, has to come out to this facility that's here, Kaiser Steel, now California Steel, and he talks to all these different guys and tries to make deals involving uranium, underground uranium. Yes, the whole thing's about underground uranium mines, as well as human trafficking. He literally shows up there with a fake slave as a way to get inside the uranium mines.
Come on.
There goes the neighbor.
Looney, you're alive! They told me that you were pancaked in a mine shaft in Newtown after the war.
Oh, you know I got 9 lives. Howdy, I'm Lonnie O'Toole, discoverer of the Wapachuga Motherlode. They call me Looney Tunes because I'm so crazy, I'm singer than anybody you know. Well, I see your taste has improved.
You know.
What's a worthless pup like you doing in Frogtown?
Doing a little trading. What about you?
Oh, I go where the uranium is. Found a big pocket here, right under their noses.
Looney, if there was any uranium here, they would have mined it out before the war.
Listen, pinhead, I'm being four square with you. Now, if you don't believe me, you just take a walk over to Tunnel 43 and watch them greeners digging it out. Now!
Fine. What the hell are them mutants gonna do with all that uranium?
Sell it, I guess, for whatever they can get. I get 20%. Listen, you want to barter, huh?
Yeah.
Well, you came to the right place, but you gotta talk to Leroy first. He runs the joint. Tell you what I'll do. I'll fix it up for you. Be right back.
These films aren't just films, guys. They make these with intention. All these movies had intention behind them. What I've been learning, guys, is the timeline manipulation aspect connected to the people that know what this is about, the Zodiac teams that are involved with Hollywood. They know everything I'm talking about. The game now is to make sure that they scramble your ability to understand the data that I'm giving you. It's complicated, guys, but you need to start looking at my maps. You need to start looking more closely at the material I've given you relative to the Zodiac Killer. Why? Because right where I'm standing, ladies and gentlemen, all you got to do is go that way, and there's a line that goes 131.3 degrees, 131.3 degrees, double 13s. That connects the murder of Paul Lee Stein at Washington and Cherry in San Francisco by the Zodiac Killer to the murder of Cherry Joe Bates in Riverside, California, not far from here. Where I've connected the homicides of Paul Lee Stein to the homicide of Cherry Joe Bates in Riverside, California.
Cherry Joe Bates attended Riverside Community College. She studies in the library the night of October 30th, 1966. She leaves with an unidentified male at closing, 9 p.m. Her body's found the next morning in a parking lot, stabbed to death. Her car is disabled. Someone cut the coil of the distributor, the battery died. That someone comes back and offers to help.
Like Kathleen Jones.
Who?
A woman outside of Modesto. Might be a Zodiac victim.
Might be. I have her
131.3 degrees. This is where I got the chills because en route between Washington and Cherry from San Francisco, it passes over this Cherry in Fontana, where my family's from. Then I got like, okay, now what the F? No one's answering my questions, guys. And you know what? I'm open to any possibilities, but I have to say WTF. What's going on, guys? I have to ask. No disrespect intended. But then I started researching and finding everybody's secret connections to all these movies in Hollywood. And some of them are pretty dark films about killing people and mass serial killings and all kinds of things, guys. I mean, it's dark material. And I started learning that some of it isn't just movies, they're confessions. They're literally maps to the people's minds in some cases where they tell you straight up what they've done and did. So I have to ask, is this 131.3 Zodiac line, is it an elaborate fiction? Is it a setup? Are they trying to make somebody look like something they're not? Is it a little bit of both? All right, guys, another Zodiac article. This is Merrill, Oregon. Or, sorry, not Merrill, Oregon. It's about Merrill, Oregon, but it's not Merrill. We were in California, Fontana, California. That's Merrill right there. And this street that runs at an angle is Fontana Avenue. This angled street goes 44.66 degrees up until we get to this Merrill intersection. Then you'll notice that Merrill, if you look at that sign right there really closely, Merrill and Fontana meet right at this angled intersection. So effectively, Merrill, Oregon comes in like this way and forms like this, and then Fontana goes down like this, and then San Bernardino goes this. Now, if you recall, Riverside, San Bernardino area is where Cherry Joe Bates got murdered. The Zodiac took responsibility. Merrill to Fontana Avenue to San Bernardino forms one great big Z. Like I said, this angle up here is 44.66 degrees. Fontana meets Merrill. Why is that relevant, guys? Well, if you know who the real Kaiser Soze is, if you know what the Mafia really is about, the 13-13-13, you'll know that Fontana represents the double 13 Mafia, okay? That's the mob, the 13-13. Why did the Zodiac Killer choose 131.3 degrees? Because of the two 13s. I know a little something about this crime, ladies and gentlemen. I would really like it if those in law enforcement that know more about the Zodiac crimes would contact me, because I think we figured out who did it.
Syncopated fragments of violence splashed on loose leaves. We can embrace on the business and in my face first. Joe burst the volcano suicide league. Dance with the vinyl monster. Devil in blue sky flying between conscience. Save the gesture. Can't save the children. We weren't worth the effort.
Pleased to meet you. Hope you guess my name. Oh yeah. I was puzzling you with the of my game. Oh yeah. I watch with glee while your kings and queens fought for 10 decades for the gods they made. I shouted out, who killed the Kennedys? When after all, it was you and me. Let me please introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste.
But all the people that are involved with Hollywood organ harvesting relevant to like basically harassing, stalking people and taking their organs after they arrive brain dead at the hospital are all part of the Zodiac teams. They create disinformation campaigns, and then they create a whole vehicular roadside assassination program, and it was designed by the Mafia, who I know their identity. They create disinformation. They work with the Merrill, Oregon, Oddfellow, and Rebecca order. That's like the KKK Nazi paperclip element for it. They're coded 39. They're coded Merrill. They're coded Merrill. Merrill. So one family married in to Merrill. The other one was Fontana. They form Merrill at the north end of the Z, San Bernardino at the south end of the Z, and then the middle of the Z goes 44.66 degrees. 1313 in numerology equals 44. 134, 134. All right. So what do we got from there? Are you starting to figure out the esoteric meaning? Because what rests underneath here is an energy line that extends from Fontana, California, all the way out to Las Vegas and Prim, Nevada. And it goes into Henderson, Nevada under St. Rose Parkway, where it meets a nearly identical angle that you see it go at here. Yes, guys, follow it. 44.6 degrees, 66 degrees from the beginning of Fontana, San Bernardino. Draw a straight line all the way out, and you'll see it hits right into Henderson, Nevada. Do it. Get your maps out. Learn. That's what the Zodiac did.
You know who I am, Mr. Woolley?
I give up. Who are you?
The Antichrist. You got me in a vendetta kind of mood. You tell the angels in heaven you never seen evil so singularly personified as you did in the face of the man who killed you. My name is Vincent Cocotti. I work as consul for Mr. Blue Boyle. The man your son stole from. I hear you were once a cop, so I can assume you've heard of us before. Am I correct?
I've heard of Blue Boyle.
I'm glad. Hopefully, that will clear up the how full of shit on my question you've been asking yourself. We're gonna have a little Q&A. And at the risk of sounding redundant, please make your answers genuine.